Good morning to one and all present here. Children, today we are going to start a new topic of geography. But before that, what is geography? Geography is the study of our Mother Earth. Now we live on the planet Earth, which is a unique planet. Can you tell me why it is a unique planet, children? Yes? Yes, very good. It is a unique planet because it supports life system. That's why Earth is called as a unique planet and life is possible only on Earth. So, we are going to study about geography today. So, in geography we will be studying today about the different types of vegetation found on the Earth. Okay. Now, I will write the name of the lesson first. Our today's lesson is natural vegetation. Okay, so today we will be studying about natural vegetation. What is natural vegetation? What are the factors that are affecting natural vegetation and types of natural vegetation present in all over the world? As you can see the globe map here, Earth here, picture of Earth, the landform is not uniform everywhere. So that's why we can say it is we can say the amount of rainfall, the amount of temperature received by the Earth is not similar. So the vegetation of the Earth, it differs from place to place. Before that, can you tell me what is vegetation? We have studied it in our earlier classes also. Yes, what is vegetation, children? Yeah, very good. Vegetation, it means a particular type of plants growing in a particular place, that is called as vegetation. Okay. Vegetation means particular type of plants growing in a particular place, that is called as vegetation. Now we will see what is natural vegetation. Before that, let's see that as we told you, now in the pandemic we have known the importance of oxygen a lot. So what we are doing? We are planting more trees. We are at home and we have spoiled our Mother Earth by using plastic, isn't it, by using unnecessary materials, and because of that we were facing global warming. Not only that, but now we have faced the problem of oxygen supply also. So that's why we have known more importance of the oxygen, or we are planting trees. Okay, so at your home also you are planting few trees, isn't it? Yeah, you are having any tree plants at your home? Yes, very good. Rose plant is there. Okay, tulsi plant is found in each and every house of Indians, because there is more importance of tulsi plant. Okay, that's why it is grown in each and every house. Okay, good. Now, in your home also you are growing plants. Okay. Now, a little bit we will go to our school. From last 1 year we have not gone to our school, but think about our school. In our school also, or we can say to know the importance of plants, on special occasions we have done the tree plantation, isn't it? You have planted the coconut tree, you have planted many different types of trees which are good for the environment also and which are good for all also. So in this way, in the school also, to know the importance of the trees, we have planted many trees. So now at your home also you are planting trees, okay, in the small pots. In school also we have planted many trees, because we can say abundance of places there. So we have planted many trees there also. Okay, so we are having number of plenty trees which are planted by you only at special occasions. Okay, now a little bit revise we will go. And in the year when we were there in the school, we used to go for trekking, okay, as an activity. So while doing that, what we have done, we have gone as an we can say occasion, we have gone to trekking to the Pokhri Hill, isn't it? Do you remember this, children? Yeah, recall this. We have done the trekking, okay, so that we can gain our physical fitness also, and we can rejoice in the nature also. That's why we have gone to the Pokhri Hill. Okay, so while we are going to the Pokhri Hill, we pass through the Pokhri village, isn't it, which is nearby, which is where our school is located. Actually our school is located in Pokhri only, and from the village only we have moved towards the trekking towards the hills which were nearby our school. Okay, so while going we have seen many farms. Yes, you have seen now. Yeah, you were also overjoyed, I know. So you have seen many farms there, many farmers, they were growing crops there, and many trees were there also, fruit trees were also there. Okay, so farmers, they are also growing, we can say, or they are also doing the agriculture on their farms. So this also we have seen. And while moving, when we reached our destination to Pokri Hill, there we have done the trekking, and there also you have seen many types of plants as well as trees, creepers, shrubs, everything. Okay, you have seen all those things there. Now tell me children, now this four, or if you visit to any zoological or botanical garden, there also you can see many types of plants or trees there, isn't it? So you have visited the gardens also, you are planting trees at your home also, you have planted the trees in the school also, and even you have seen the farmers growing crops, okay, which is useful to us to, so we can say for our basic, as our basic necessity. Okay, and you have seen the trees or plants also which are grown in the Pokri Hill. Is there any difference between all these plants or trees? Yes children, is there any difference between all these plants or trees? Yes, no, there is no difference. Yeah, all are tree, yes, it is right, all are tree, all are plants, it is correct. But are we growing plants and trees at the in the or at the hill, near the hill, or on the hill? No. Yes, very good. So the plants which we are planting at our home, we are taking care of those plants. Okay, we are pouring water to them, we are giving we can say fertilizers to them, okay, for their growth. At garden also, or and the school also, the gardener, he is taking care of all these plants, he is planting the plants. Okay, he is giving fertilizers, he is giving growth boosters to the plants, so that he can take care of the plants. And the farmer he takes care of the crops which are grown, because he has to it is used for his commercial purpose also. Okay, so in this way different we can say plants are, different types of plants are grown. But the plants which are grown near the hill or on the hill, they have grown by themselves. We have not at all grown those plants, we are not pouring water to those plants, or we are not putting any pesticides or fertilizers to those plants. They are growing by themselves. So the plants which grow by themselves, okay, without human interference, they are called as natural vegetation. So I will write the definition of natural vegetation. It means the plants which grow without human interference, they are called as natural vegetation. So now you understood what is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation means the growing of plants, okay, without human interference. So such type of plants, they are called, or trees, they are called as natural vegetation. It is also called as virgin vegetation. Okay, natural vegetation, it is also called as virgin vegetation. Virgin means what children? Yeah, it is pure, it is totally pure. So because we are not interfering, okay, we are not putting water to them, or we are not putting any pesticides or fertilizers, but they are growing by themselves. So that's why such plants or trees or such vegetation, it is called as a natural vegetation. Now you understood what is natural vegetation? Yes, natural vegetation means the plants or trees which grow without human interference. Okay, so they are called as natural vegetation. It is also called as virgin vegetation also, because here it is totally pure, by themselves the plants and trees, they are growing, and by themselves they are growing. That's why it is also called as virgin vegetation. There is no interference of human beings there. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Now types of natural vegetation. Now this natural vegetation, again all over the world it is distributed in different parts and in different ways. So according to the area, or we can say according to the place, the natural vegetation, it has been divided into 3 different types, that is forest, grasslands and shrubs. Okay, forest, you know very well forest. Forest is a land where dense or which is covered by many numbers of trees, plants, shrubs and creepers. Okay, so it is densely covered. Such space is called, or place is called as a forest. So this forest, again, it has been divided into it has been categorized or divided into 6 types. Okay, tropical evergreen forest, temperate evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, temperate deciduous forest, which we are going to see one by one, then Mediterranean vegetation and coniferous forest. So it has been subdivided into 6 types. Now talking about the grasslands. Grasslands is the land which is having thick or thin growth of grass, which is covered by grass. There are, we can say, which is having very less number of less number of trees, which are also having thin leaves. So such type of vegetation is called as grasslands. And are coming to the shrubs, again they have been divided into 2 types as desert vegetation and tundra vegetation, which you know very well. Desert vegetation, where the places is hot, there the plants grown in that vegetation, they are called as desert vegetation, and the places which doesn't receive we can say sunlight, which are near the northern poles, they are called as tundra vegetation. Now the plants that are grown there, it also depends, it is also we can say they are also comparatively with these trees and plants, they are also different. Okay, now this forest region, where there is natural, where forest region is there you can say it requires adequate rainfall, it requires sufficient rain, it requires sunlight, maximum sunlight, as well as it requires good temperature. Okay, so in this way, forest, wherever forest is there, their availability of water, sunlight, it should be proper. Grasslands are grown where the rainfall is scanty, or where so we can say moderate and scanty. Shrubs, where it is scanty, totally it is scanty, in that places the shrub type of vegetation is grown. So once again, the forests are grown in the places where the availability, or where rainfall is availability of rainfall is much, where it is moderate, grassland type of vegetation will be there. Where it is scanty, okay, there shrub type of vegetation will be there. Okay, now this natural vegetation, again it depends upon few factors. Okay, why it is not similar everywhere, why everywhere forests are not there, why everywhere grassland is not there, and why shrubs are not there everywhere? Because it is not uniform. The earth is not uniform everywhere. That's why it is not everywhere we can't find the forests or grasslands or shrubs. Okay, so the natural vegetation, it also depends on few factors that we will see one by one. First, it is the soil, the fertility of the soil, the availability of the soil, which type of soil is available. On that also, the natural vegetation of that region, it depends a lot. Okay, the next thing is land. Okay, now how is the land? The trees which are grown in the slopy areas, they are different. Which are grown on the plain areas, they are different. Okay, so it depends upon the land also, how the land is. The next one is temperature. Now as we have discussed earlier only, it depends on the temperature also. And whereas if you will talk about the equator, there we receive maximum sunlight, there we will find the forest. Whereas where maximum sunlight is there but less rainfall is there, there we find desert vegetation. Whereas where there is no sunlight and maximum or we can say which are cold regions near the poles, there we are finding tundra type of vegetation. So we can, temperature also may plays a important role in the natural vegetation of the place. Next, coming to precipitation. Now forest, as I told, precipitation, the rain, how The natural vegetation, it depends upon the amount of rainfall also which falls. Okay, so on that also it is depending. So we can say once again, the natural vegetation, the factors which affect the natural vegetation, they are soil, land, temperature and rainfall. These are the 4 important factors that affect the vegetation, natural vegetation of a place. Okay, so we have till now we have seen what is natural vegetation, then we have seen the types of vegetation. Now we have seen the factors which affect the affect the natural vegetation of a place. Now we will see the type of we can say natural vegetations in that forest one by one in short. Okay, now we will discuss about the tropical evergreen forest. As you can see, okay, now forest, as soon as you imagine forest, you can see, imagine many trees there, many wild animals there. Okay, but they have been also categorized into different categories according to the region where they fall. Okay, now tropical evergreen forest, they are also called as rainforest. Okay, why they are also called as rainforest? Because their rain falls a lot. Okay, they are near the equator, their rain falls a lot. That's why this tropical evergreen forest, they are also called as rain forest. Okay, there you can see the type of trees which are found there. They are tall and they are thick. So they are so thick and they are so closely grown to each other that they form a canopy. Okay, that they form a canopy. Because of this canopy, what happens? The sunlights, they are not able to penetrate on the earth, or they are not able to penetrate on the land. So because of on the ground. So because of that, what happens? This water gets locked there, and we can see the canopies, and we can see the many types of insects in this forest also. Okay, not only this, where the sunlight it manages to go or penetrate, there we can see shrubs and creepers. So in short, we can say tropical evergreen forest is such type of vegetation where we can find many trees, many tall trees, okay, many canopies, as well as they are waterlogged, and many types of wild animals as well as reptiles, insects, birds are found in this tropical evergreen forest. And the trees which are found in this tropical evergreen forest, they are hardwood trees. Okay, like ebony, mahogany, such types of trees are found in this tropical evergreen forest. Okay, so many types of, because this forest, they are habitat to many types of wild animals also. Okay, now going to the next one, they are coniferous forest. Now you can see coniferous forest, the trees which are here, they are tall, okay, and they are thin also, and their leaves, they are pointed. Okay, why they are pointed? Because if they receive much rainfall, so the water drops can slip from their leaves. So that's why the leaves which are found in this coniferous forest, they are pointed. Okay, the trees are tall and the leaves are pointed, and this coniferous forest, they are also called as taiga forest. Why? Do you know what is the meaning of taiga, children? Yes, taiga means pure or untouched. Okay, so this coniferous forest, they are also called as taiga forest. Okay, so here the trees which are found, they are tall, and the leaves on the trees, they are pointed and sloped towards the down on the ground. Okay, next type of forest is deciduous forest. Okay, next type of forest is the temperate deciduous forest. They are also called as monsoon forest also. Here also the trees which are formed, they are mixed trees. Both we get here were softwood trees as well as hardwood trees. Both are found in this region. Okay, now temperate evergreen forest. Now here Temperate evergreen forest, here also the trees which are found, they are tall and long, okay. Many shrubs and creepers are also found here, as well as these forests, they are always evergreen. Why they are always evergreen? Because the forest evergreen, temperate evergreen forest, they receive large number of or we can say there are many types of trees are there in this forest, and they receive lot of rain, okay. So because of that, what happens, the trees which are there, they shed their leaves, we can say few of them they shed their leaves in the season, and others they remain green only. That's why the whole year the forest, it looks green only. So that's why once they are also called as temperate evergreen forest, because always we can find the whole year, 12 months of the year, we can find the green leaves on the trees, okay. So few are shading, but the others are remaining tree. Many varieties of trees are there in this forest, so that's why they are also called as temperate evergreen forest. Temperate deciduous forest, again deciduous forest, as I told you, here also softwood trees are there, and these trees, they shed their leaves in the monsoon period, okay. The deciduous forest, they shed their leaves in the monsoon period. The next one is the Mediterranean forest, okay. Now here Mediterranean forest, it is also called as the orchids of the world. Can you tell me, children, why it is called as the orchids of the world? Yes, yeah, the fruits which you like, citrus fruits which you like, which you enjoy to eat, oranges, grapes, pines, olives, such trees are found in this forest. So that's why they are also called as orchids of the world, okay. This is the one reason they are also called as the orchids of the world. So such type of trees are found in the Mediterranean type of vegetation or Mediterranean forest. Now talking about the next type. Now we have discussed about the 6 types of forest, that was temperate evergreen forest, tropical evergreen forest, temperate deciduous forest, tropical deciduous forest, coniferous forest, and Mediterranean vegetation, okay. Now we will discuss about the next type of vegetation, that is grasslands. Why it is called as grasslands? Here we don't find long and thick trees, but here the trees or here the grass which is found, it is green and thick, and it is soft and nutritious, okay. So that's why this grasslands, again they have been divided into 2 types as temperate grasslands and tropical grasslands. Now this temperate grasslands, they are called with different names in different parts of the regions. Like in North America, they are called as prairies, okay. And Central Asia, they are called by different names, okay. In Australia, they are called as downs, okay. Whereas this, here you can see this. Now here the temperate grasslands, they are also called as granaries of the world, because they provide grains, okay, on a large scale. These grasslands, they provide grains, so that's why they are also called as the granaries of the world, okay. Now talking about the tropical grasslands, the grass which is found in the tropical grasslands, it is very beneficial, or it is very so nutritious that it is very beneficial for the animals, or we can say for the farm poultry animals, or for the purpose of those who are doing the poultry business of growing sheep, goats, etc. Such type of poultry business, we can say cows, they are found in tropical type of grasslands, okay. So these are the 2 types of grasslands, temperate grasslands and tropical grasslands. Now tropical grasslands, again as I told, they form a major part of the poultry, we can say they give major part, or they contribute to a lot to the poultry farms. Next, talking about the next type of vegetation, it is the desert vegetation, okay. Now again the desert, it is the scrubs, but it has been divided into 2 types as tundra vegetation and desert vegetation, okay. Now desert vegetation, where we found, children, as you can see in the pic, it is clear desert vegetation is found where there is high temperature, high rate of evaporation, but very scanty rainfall is there. So such regions, there we find desert type of vegetation. We can talk about this, the third desert, okay, the Sahara desert. So there we find this desert type of vegetation, whereas tundra vegetation is found in the places where we sunlight is received on a, we can say, in a less amount or no amount near the poles, northern poles. Okay, so there tundra vegetation is there, where we find lichens and mosses. Okay, so there we find the tundra vegetation. So these are the two types of vegetation which come under the category of shrubs. Here only small, hard and we can say thorny plants are found. Okay, and the leaves of those plants are mostly waxed. Okay, so this type of vegetation is called as the tundra vegetation and desert vegetation, and it comes under the shrubs. Okay, so in this way we can say the vegetation of shrub vegetation is divided into two parts. Now we have discussed about all the types of the vegetation, okay, natural vegetation. So today we have seen what is natural vegetation, what are the factors affecting the natural vegetation, and the types of natural vegetation, okay, like forest, shrubs and grasslands. And in that again we have seen, in short, we have seen the categories of the vegetation, okay, natural vegetation. So now you may have got an idea what is natural vegetation, what are the factors affecting the natural vegetation, and what are the types of natural vegetation. Okay, so now what you will do whenever you will go to a new place, whenever you will go to a new place, there you are going to see which trees or plants grown there, and then you should find out which type of vegetation is there. Observe those things there. Okay, whenever you move to travel through a bus or through a train, you can see many types of trees. From the trees which are grown there, through that you can know which type of vegetation is there, which type of trees are grown there, and which type of vegetation is there. So children, observe these things and understand the vegetation of that place. This is all about the natural vegetation. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Shall we revise once again? What is natural vegetation called? It is also called as virgin vegetation. Okay. It is also called as virgin vegetation. And how many types of vegetations are there? 3 types of vegetations are there. Okay. Grasslands, forests and shrubs. And on which factors the natural vegetation it depends? It depends on the 4 factors. Okay. 4 main factors I should say. That is land, soil, rainfall and temperature. So these all things you just read in the book once again, revise all the things and observe the plants or trees which are grown wherever you are traveling, and from through that you can know the vegetation of that area. Okay, this is all about natural vegetation.